everybody, I'm Stacy Lynn. I am excited today to share with you the parlor of this 1807 style house. It is a room that we enjoy music in. We've got a piano, we've got all of these instruments over here. We just really enjoy this room a whole lot. So I've got a lot to tell you about it and all of the reasons why I haven't had to redecorate it in 20 years. So we did the foyer last week and now it is time for the living room, and here we are. So I am on an old couch, which I think adds a touch of, brings in the oldness, but I also have a new couch in the adjoining room, which you'll see in just a few minutes, that is like super comfortable. This is pretty comfortable. I can't say it's the most comfortable couch I've ever been on, but it's pretty comfortable. And these are really, I love the down in the cushions that just, you can really make them just bubble up and they just look really, really cool. So the black, I don't know if you were here last week, but in the foyer, I talked a lot about black and red. And those are the two colors that I kind of play with in different, different values within the house. So sometimes it tends towards orange, sometimes it tends towards the pink color, but then everything kind of coordinates and you can see it from room to room. So the black is brought in, I've got the dark red here, I've got the orange here, and if you look from this room into the room adjoining, straight across right there, you can see that, that it is an orange that is on the curtains. So that's kind of nice. And then you see the light blue, so you have that. And then you see, again, the red coming through with this red carpet. And I love this one. I've tried arranging the furniture in here several different ways. This, and this so far is the best. And I got this table. This is one of the very first finds that I ever got. And it was at an antique store right down the street from us. We lived in Birmingham. Scott was in dental school and we had no money. And I got this table for like $200 or maybe it was less. I can't remember. And the chairs that go with it. So I have them kind of interspersed in the house. Scott got this chess, and seriously, my kids and company come in here and play chess on this. This is also a study room for some of the kids. So I have 7 kids and they all are interesting the way that they study and learn. And we homeschooled them all, but everybody is in college or beyond, and except one. So I'm still homeschooling her, but it's just real interesting. That's a whole nother topic. But this chess set came from Israel. Actually, my husband made the board, but the chess pieces, a guy was carving on the side of the street, and he got them when he was a teenager in Israel for $25, all of them. Can you believe that? I mean, that's like extraordinary. It's crazy. So we don't have any overhead lights, which is, it's very interesting. And I, in some ways I've regretted that. In other ways I haven't, but originally, they didn't have the lights. And so I did everything with lamps as if they were like lanterns or whatever. This is the only room I did that in. So it's kind of dark in here, but it's very homey and very lovely. And at night it has the most wonderful presence. So as you can see, this fireplace is offset. So when you come into the room, it's not in the middle of the room like most fireplaces. I don't really have any clue why they did it this way. I have tried to figure that out. The only thing I can think of is that they had this little room right here that they were also trying to keep warm. And I don't think it was an afterthought to have that room. I think that that was there from the very beginning. And I loved it. Okay, so I have to tell you this story. We visited this particular house that we did the style after, which is called Mistletoe in Mississippi. And we visited there 20-something years ago. And the owners of the place let us come in. They only took us to certain areas. They brought us into this room, kind of, and so into the parlor, but we did not get to see completely that room. So I'm kind of imagining what I think that it looked like. And I know that there was a table in front of the sofa because it looked like the owner who had gone out to get something, one of the owners, the husband wasn't there, that his newspaper was laying out on there. So it was just so neat to see that house in action like that, and to know that people had been sitting there like that for over 200 years. I think that's one of the most fascinating things to me. So we filled this room with lots of family, things. Like Scott's mother, this was the first thing she ever bought me. She got me this chair. Scott, we went to Texas looking for the perfect pair of these, oh gosh, why my brain is like not working right now, but what are they? Do y'all know the name of these? What? No, I know it's a rocking chair, but it's like there's a special name for it, and I can't remember. But anyway, they are in, we went to Texas to pick those up. So that's kind of cool. The pictures right here on the wall, and all the paintings in the house, my husband or I, or an artist that we love, John Kelly, did. But he did these paintings, and his mom's house is just full of paintings. This came from Scott's grandmother, and she had a lot of these library style bookcases in her home. And then, of course, we have the books, and a lot of these books came from her, and they're like the originals of these ancient books, which is so cool. She was actually a teacher too. She was a second grade teacher. She loved books. She went to Birmingham Southern college, and which is now no longer. They stopped having that college this past year. Anyway, so that was there. And then we have like this painting, or not painting, this map of Mississippi, here where the original house sat. So, and it was, they did a lot of growing of cotton and all of that. And so that is the map of the times at the time that this house was there. So that's really, really cool to me. And so anyway, you'll come through here. And also we have like a map of Alabama. Maps are awesome, y'all. If you have a house and you're kind of like, I don't know what kind of artwork to get. I mean, don't just like go to some place and get it. Get your kids to do some kind of modern art. I mean, they don't have to be like the best artists in the world, and just frame it really beautifully. But anyway, or get maps. Maps are awesome. Also newspaper articles. This was kind of cool. So if you come in through here, and I love this room. Now, one thing I have to say, I used to come in here, sit down and read my Bible and read all kinds of things. And then inevitably I would like look up at the ceiling and there would be big drips, drip, drip, drip coming down from the bathroom upstairs. I have had to redo, I completely renovated, now that I have had to do, renovated that bathroom last year, and I'll show it to you. I love the bathroom. It's a small, little room up there, but, and I haven't had any more leak problems, and it's been divine, because I would come in here, it's so quiet. I had several babies in this house, so I would come in here to nurse the babies, and I had a baby bed in here for a while, and I probably will put one now, for the grandkids. I just haven't decided where I want to put that yet. But, it's like, and you just want to relax and be quiet, and it's so great. This wood on the wall is all cypress. The original house was built out of cypress, so the walls in there and in here, it's all cypress. The bookshelves are all cypress, everything. And it is so quiet. The floors, the fireplace, it's just like, it is so, I just can't describe to you how quiet it is in here and how there's no echo. It's just a beautiful sound when you have wood as like insulation, I guess, on the walls. So these, I was talking about paintings and pictures. These are, and again, I don't have an overhead light, so I know you're getting a lot of reflection, but these are newspaper articles of the year the house was built, and it's Alabama, Mobile Gazette, and commercial advertising, and it is pretty interesting to see what all they sell and how much they are. So that's kind of neat. Another thing is like, so I love books too. So I have all of these books. Y'all will not believe when I get to show you the hallway down one of the, going down my girls, where they stay. It's like, you won't believe how many books we have. But we homeschool. We have lots of books. I have tons of books that I read before I was married, and they're all in here. I've got my law books on the shelves behind us. And so, so it's just a really homey spot. So my husband loves guns. He builds them. A lot of these are built by him, and some of them are actually really old flintlocks. So then we also have like another picture that John Kelly did, and then this door is a hidden door. So it goes to the back of the house. So that's fun. And anyway, I also with this, I love this sofa. The thing is, this is not like an old sofa. It is 20 years old, but it's just a very, very comfortable sofa. I have these. Really, I love these needlepoint pillows, and people are like, oh my gosh, you have kids in your house, they're going to get destroyed, but I just let them live here and just live, and it's okay if the house looks lived in, and that's what it's supposed to be. So this couch is super comfortable, and since it's kind of deep, it can double as a bed, like for, one of my kids' friends or whatever. And so it's nice. Or you could get, I guess, one that you can roll out or whatever and make into a bed if you wanted to have an extra room in here. But this has been fun. And I got this the year we moved back to Montgomery, and I got to design it and everything. And so that was like super fun, and I just loved it. And so I've had it forever. It's been one of my very favorite pieces forever and ever. So I think that is probably it for in here. But this has worked because it's been wood, never goes out of style. It's not your, wall paneling. It's just plain wood. There's no special thing that gives it a timestamp or anything. And then everything just kind of flows in here, and everything is a part of us. And then the things that make it work, I think, is bringing in the black on the carpet, having tones of red throughout in here, and making sure that black is seen on that side, on this side, and that all of the colors kind of just coordinate. And the green, obviously, and I brought the green in to this room as well, but the green on the curtains, which do need to be redone, so I will be having to do new curtains. If you get silk, that is going to, the sun will eventually rot the silk, but you can back it, you can do everything, but after a while, that's what's going to happen. But I do love it. I love the sheen. I love the reflection of that. And it works. I did do a mirror here. I think with the mirror reflecting the light, it works. It just works. Blue and white always works. I've got blue and white here. Take blue and white over here to the mantle. And we really do use this room. So it's been a wonderful, wonderful room for us, and I hope that you enjoyed it. And as you can tell, we hunt in this family. And if you already know me, I've been on the Outdoor Channel and all of that kind of stuff, doing wild game, talking about conservation. And anyway, there you go. I hope that you'll stick around for next week's episode. I will be going into my dining room next week. I am thrilled to show you that, and I will talk to you very soon. Don't forget to subscribe and like on this video. It does wonders, and you'll get a notification when I post this next video. Thanks.